After becoming the only team in Premier League history to win 4 titles in a row, Manchester City looked like an unstoppable juggernaut. But over halfway through the season, they're teetering on the edge of the top 4. So what has happened to City, and is it too much for even the genius of Pep Guardiola to turn around? Hello and welcome to Football Now, here from the Al Bayt Stadium in Qatar. In recent years, Manchester City have dominated English football in a manner no club has ever done before. They've won 6 of the last 7 Premier League titles, and in 2023 became only the second English team ever to win the treble of the Premier League, Champions League and FA Cup in a single season. But the 2024-25 season's results are almost unrecognisable. Between November 2nd and December 26th, Manchester City won just 1 of 12 games across all competitions. So, how has it gone so wrong so quickly for Manchester City this season?
There's no easy answer to this, really. I think it's a multitude of things. The easy answer is, we've lost Rodri. And obviously he's a big factor. You can't take out the Ballon d'Or winner and expect not to notice. Compounding the issue is some of the players, they've had a dip. And whether that's because of age, in some cases it's because of injury, perhaps caused by age. I would say 5 in a row is unlikely, but goodness me, we got to see 4 in a row. How many fans of other teams have said that? None.
Erling Haaland recently committed his long-term future to the club after signing a contract to take him to 2034. But it's fair to say that City's reliance on their Norwegian striker has become detrimental. Haaland has the most time of any Manchester City player in the Premier League this season, a staggering 97.5% of the team's minutes. His 19 goals account for 36.5% of City's total, ahead of Phil Foden, chipping in with 13.5%.
There's been a switch in City over the last kind of 4 or 5 years. They probably didn't have a goal scorer that got above 15 goals, but they had 5 or 6 players that got in and around that mark. And now they have Haaland and nobody else. I mean, City have set the stall out. We are going to build this team around Erling Haaland, come what may. My overriding feeling with Haaland at the minute is just I'm just sympathetic towards him. He's really trying, but there's only so much he can do. Haaland isn't the issue. The issue is like the house burning around him.
Let's compare this to last season, where Haaland was only required to play 87.7% of the time, scoring 28% of City's goals. In better form last year, Foden contributed 19.8%, with Argentina striker Julian Alvarez lightening the load by scoring 11.5% of the team's total. Alvarez left City to join Atletico Madrid on the eve of this season. Despite receiving a huge transfer fee, did City actually make a mistake in letting the World Cup winner walk away, despite not having a backup striker already signed?
It's a really fascinating one as well when you look back and you see the amount of minutes that he was getting anyway. Alvarez, he was doing well. He was up there with one of the best minutes ratio for players. So such a shame because he's such an exciting player for me. And now he's absolutely thriving, as they tend to do when they leave City at Atletico Madrid. But we have to move forward with the deal that we've got.
In an attempt to bolster their thin and ageing squad, Manchester City spent big in the recent January transfer window. Erling Haaland finally has help up front in the form of Omar Mamouche from Eintracht Frankfurt. 34-year-old defender and club captain Kyle Walker was loaned to AC Milan after 7.5 years at City and was replaced by Uzbekistan's first ever Premier League player in Abdulkadir Kuzhanov. What does the young defender add to the squad, and can he fill the hole left by Kyle Walker?
You can see him being aggressive, but he's not crazy. He goes to ground fairly often, but he doesn't do it without the confidence that he's going to get the ball. His pace, I think, is something that City will benefit because they have been lacking in pace. I think he fits the mould of what City typically sign in terms of personality-wise. Players who are expressive on the pitch, but not expressive off the pitch.
Making a lot of signings in January can be seen as an act of desperation, with selling clubs putting premium prices on their players. So, are these smart moves by City, or is it just a reflection of the situation they currently find themselves in?
There should have been more business in the previous summer, and then you look forward at the next summer that we've got, and then we've got the Club World Cup in July. It's had to fall on January to get, I'd say, the majority of City's new business done, to get those players through the door and just to get them fully up to speed. I don't think there's any problem in having this transitional season for City. I think it's needed. We've got to still try and qualify for the Champions League, push for top four, and then we're still in the FA Cup. So all is not lost ultimately. But now City evolves, the young players come in, we sit back and enjoy the ride.
After winning 4 Premier League titles in a row, expectations are certainly sky high for the Sky Blues. Let us know if you think they can turn their form around between now and the end of the season using the hashtag #FootballNowManCityCrisis. That's all we've got time for though here from the Al Bayt Stadium in Qatar. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.